This is Single Science Chat. Uh,
People don't. They got a problem or something. They're gonna have some real problems.
so yeah, you can just ignore the person in the background. I'm just trying to be inside of the video. You know how that go. That always happens to me. Probably just not a lot of singles. All right, so what I just got was you light up my life, you make me whole. And there is an air sign of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And that's what one. You light up someone's life, make them feel whole. Something that you're doing. And this is likely to be with someone who usually can give people helpful criticism. You know, so this person is someone who tries to be very helpful to others. And that's what's coming in here. There's also an earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And you're lighting up someone's life too. The person's life who you are lighting up is someone who you just happened to bump into or meet, and say if things weren't any different, you wonder, you pretty much feel like you wouldn't have met this person, but it's someone you met recently and it was something based on everything that was happening already. So this is something that was pretty much unforeseen by many people. People weren't really expecting this. This person is coming across as being somewhat quiet, an introvert who keeps things bottled up inside. but they do like you. That's what I am gathering. So that's your telltale sign of who that is. There's also someone who has had some disappointment. They've had a really rough go of it. Things have been really rough. And they're coming in as being also an earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And they, even though they have all this other stuff going on and they may think no one is really paying them much attention, they're just being themselves, there is someone who really, you're lighting up their life because they feel like lots of opportunities, lots of times to be shared with others have passed by, stuff like that. They've come up with everything else but love, and now that they have some access to you, you are lighting up their life, their whole world. There's also a Virgo. And whose life are you lighting up? You're lighting up a Scorpio's life. That's what I'm feeling. There's some other signs coming in. There's also a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, a fire sign. And you're lighting up someone's life. A Leo's life is being lit up by another Leo or Sagittarius or Aries. There's also someone who has really, things have shifted for them. Things were going okay for a while, and then now they're realizing that they've had like a bad plan because things backfired a little bit for them. And you are taking things in a way where you're trying to, just joke on the situation and be lighthearted. It comes out that way, even though you've been really stressed. And then there's someone else who has gone through a really traumatic event and they are barely getting to a better place. They're in a little bit more of a better place. And since they're in this good place, they can definitely relate to some of the things that you're saying. And that is what's lighting up their world, their whole existence. You being, someone who can crack jokes and just make them feel better, even though you've been having a hard time yourself. There's someone who's very intuitive, and you are lighting up someone's world as well. You're lighting up someone who has had to bounce back off of many things. You're lighting up their world. They've really been through the ringer, and they are gravitating towards you because you are able to reach into your intuitiveness and help them to feel better. There's someone who has had to make a sacrifice, and they may not be in the best of moods. However, they are lighting up a Taurus's whole life, making them feel whole. There's also someone who is just going about their daily lives, balancing their life as best as they possibly can, trying to keep the peace, trying to keep a fair sense of judgment going, and this person is giving someone else hope, lighting up their whole world, lighting up their existence, making them feel like life is worth living. Just this interaction, no matter how minute, that's what I'm getting. There's someone else who has been bettering their attitude thus far. They've been trying to be more optimistic with the new year. And someone who's very compassionate and happy for them. This is someone who's really smart too. You're lighting up their path. You're lighting up their whole life. There's someone who has been dealing with enemies and a lot of stress. and there's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries energy that has rubbed them in the right way and it's lighting up their whole life, their whole world. There's also someone who has been embroiled in a whole lot of conflict. Every which way they turn, there's nothing but conflict and stress. And there's a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who is really very, very positive to be around, lighting up their whole life, their whole world. And I know I took a second, but I'm going to go ahead and check out what's going on in chat. There's your Capricorn babe, keeping to herself. Let's see. Who is the Capricorn babe talking to? You know, are they keeping to themselves or not? Who is the confidant? The confidant for this person is coming in as being an air sign of Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So, what is this person discussing with this person, with this other individual? So they're discussing some type of disagreement that they've had with someone else, and that's the in convo. That's how this person is coming across as being someone who they confide in. They're also talking about how they feel about love and romance with this person. So this is some real, soul bearing going on with this person. And that's the answer for the individual in chat who had their first question there. If you guys have more questions, you can email me, Milana Laveau, on Astrofame. If you'd like to reach out to me that way. All right, guys. I guess I'm going to go ahead and mosey on along.